You see, you take all of us. We never knew who was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We had no attachment for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, some people in Navadvip, in Bengal, they know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because they have the great fortune of being born in Mayapur and Nadia and that Navadvip Mandala. Just like Brajavasis, just by being born in Braja, they automatically become devotees of Radha and Krishna. From childhood, when they open their mouth, only Radha and Krishna will come from their mouth. That is the great fortune of being born in such holy places. Similarly, those who have the great fortune of taking birth in Navadvip Mandala, when they grow up, they automatically become devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But then Navadvip Mandala is a very small area. Outside of Navadvip you go, how many people are there who have any sort of understanding of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or have any sort of attachment to him? There are scholars who study Bhakti movement. They will study about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but they don't develop any attachment to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. They will only very analytically, they will study and they say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is one great saint. He started Bhakti movement. That is their understanding, that's all. They don't develop any attachment to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But how have all of us who had no understanding of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who did not know that even a personality like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu existed, we had no idea. How did we all become attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So much so that every time when we do Sankirtan, we will start with Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. When we chant every mala of Hare Krishna Mahamantra we chant, we will start with Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. For everything that we do, we will start with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We will first take Mahaprabhu's name and then engage in any activity. How did we become attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? How did we become attached to Krishna? Before we came in touch with this Krishna consciousness movement, did we have any special place in our heart for Krishna? We all used to consider Krishna like all the other devatas. We'll go to Gayatri Devi temple also, we'll go to Shiva temple also. I remember before I came in touch with ISKCON, every Friday I would go to Gayatri temple and every Saturday I would go to Shiva temple and pray to Ganesha there. And once in a while I would go to Kerala, then I will go to Guruvayur also. Once in a year, parents would take us to Tirupati. We would go and pray there also. And once in a year, 2-3 times in a year, they would take us to Dharmasala. There we'll go and pray to Lord Shiva also. So for us, okay, like Lord Shiva is there, Ganesha is there, like that Krishna is also there. No special place for Krishna in our heart. But today, minimum 2 hours every day, we have to chant Krishna's holy name. Otherwise, we will not be able to sleep. Will you be able to sleep? Suppose you are not finished your 16 malas. Night, it has become 8 o'clock, time to sleep. Will you say, okay, chalo yaar, tomorrow we'll see. Will you do that? No. First I have to finish my my rounds are pending. I have to finish. After you finish only, you'll be able, finally I finished my rounds, you will go to sleep. Otherwise, you cannot sleep. You will not be able to, you will feel so restless. And in the morning, if we have not chanted our rounds, as the clock is ticking, our eyes will be on the clock. Time is going. I have not finished my rounds. It will be at the back of our head. We will not be able to do anything peacefully. It will be gnawing our heart and our mind. I have not finished my rounds. We were not like this before. What happened to us? What transformation? Why this transformation has happened to us? Simply because we have come in touch with the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sampradaya. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Just one person we came in touch with him. We came in touch with his books. We started reading his books. Finished. You see, Prabhupada's time, when Prabhupada traveled all over the world. Prabhupada went to Japan, Prabhupada went to Europe, Prabhupada went to America, Prabhupada went to Iran, Prabhupada went to Russia. Wherever Prabhupada went, some souls would come in touch with Prabhupada. They would all become devotees of Krishna. During Prabhupada's Manifest Leela, Prabhupada started the ISKCON movement in the West in 1965. And Prabhupada ran this movement for 12 years till 1977. In this period of 11-12 years, Prabhupada had more than 5,000 initiated disciples. More than 5,000 initiated. Apart from that, there were many thousands more who are practicing chanting and all that, who are aspiring to become devotees. Out of this, more than 5,000 plus, more than 10,000 were there. Out of this 10,000 or more than 10,000 devotees who had all become devotees of Krishna, how many of them had close physical contact with Prabhupada for long periods of time? Very few people who are GBCs, who are secretaries with Prabhupada, they got physical association with Prabhupada. Otherwise, most of the devotees, they would see Prabhupada for the first time during initiation, and Prabhupada would give the initiation, the mala, the name. After that, Prabhupada would stay there for 2-3 days. They would attend Prabhupada's class. After that, Prabhupada would go. That's all the whole association, physical association with Prabhupada that most devotees had. But did they not become staunch devotees of Krishna? They all became staunch devotees of Krishna, irrespective of whatever background they came from. They came from Mlecha Yavana background. They were meat eaters, drunkards, drug addicts. They had no idea of spiritual culture. They had no idea of Krishna, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, nothing. At least we all had some background. We knew that Krishna is not an ordinary person. There is Vrindavan, Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill. At least this much we knew. And Krishna participated in the battle of Mahabharata, and he was the one who guided the Pandavas to victory. This much all Indians will know. But the kind of people whom Prabhupada touched, they had zero connection with all these things. They had no idea. And all of them, simply by coming in touch with the books of Prabhupada, their hearts got transformed and they became great devotees of Krishna. Many of them even left their Western worlds, their opulent lifestyles, and they came and settled in Vrindavan. Even today, if we go to Vrindavan or we go to Mayapur, we find so many devotees from the Western world. For them to live in such rural places is not easy. They are not used to the extremes in the climates, frequent power cuts, suddenly water will stop coming. They are not used to all these things. They are used to a very systematic lifestyle with 24 hours uninterrupted power supply, uninterrupted water, all air-conditioned environment. They are used to that kind of lifestyles. But they are taking all the trouble to come and stay in these holy places. Why? Because they have developed such attraction for Krishna, they cannot give it up. Why? Lavamatra sadhu sangha, because they have associated with Prabhupada. So imagine if every day we associate with Prabhupada's books. If this is the power of association of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada, if we every day associate for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours with Prabhupada's words, Prabhupada's instructions, what will happen to us? What will happen to us? You can imagine. So to develop Krishna Prema and go back to Godhead within this lifetime is very simple and easy. Simply we have to associate with Prabhupada more and more and more. Then our attachment for Krishna will grow even more. Our attachment to chanting Krishna's holy name will grow, and we will be able to perfect our life within this very lifetime and go back to Godhead. This is the great wonder of associating with a pure devotee. And like Vidura, we can also become Sarvatmana Krishnam Shritaha. We can become totally, exclusively surrendered only to Krishna, and we can also achieve the kind of position that Vidura had achieved. So that is what is being offered to us by Srila Prabhupada. So we should always value the great fortune we have got of being able to associate with Srila Prabhupada. We should always take Srila Prabhupada's instructions on our head and follow them to with the utmost seriousness and commitment. And by that, all fortune will be bestowed upon us.